You're almost finished. Welcome to Stage 4, Phase 3, Profile. During this phase, you will acknowledge that the way you present yourself outwardly is just as important to being a successful occupational therapy practitioner as refining your skills and competencies. This isn't for vanity, but for acknowledgement and living above reproach. People are watching, and this impacts employment and referral potential. That's just a fact. That is the facts. It's not meant to be offensive. It's not meant to say, focus on the outward things. It's not meant to do any of that. That's just simply a fact. And I included this article, Employers Are Checking Your Social Media Profiles, for you to read. This is really important, guys. I think all of it's really important, but that's because I am trying to give you the information that I know of. Fact, I have been in charge of hiring and firing people, or hiring and releasing people in multiple areas of practice. Fact, I do know that we social media screen. That's what we do. Is this a real person? Is this person adapted? Does this person have an effort or make an effort to be seen and present themselves as a leader? A lot of times when you're applying for a job, it's very competitive out there right now, especially for occupational therapy practitioners. For example, a LinkedIn profile could be the reason why someone calls you or does not call you. I know managers who have chosen, as far as their people and in what order they want to interview someone, based on what they can find of that person. Is there a link included? Does the applicant give us permission to find them on LinkedIn by including a little LinkedIn badge or whatever it might be? This is all about learning to be open and visible. Create or update your LinkedIn profile. Here's an article that we're going to go through, and this is how I've broken down this phase. Acknowledge social media accounts like Facebook and Instagram are important for transparency. LinkedIn is often searched by employers or others to see a snapshot of your professional life. Connect is our way of giving you a space to do this and get feedback afterwards from a community of like-minded professionals. What better way or what better time to learn how to present yourself outwardly than in a group of other practitioners who are willing to offer you encouragement, come alongside of you and like your updates, right? Offer endorsements. This is the place to present yourself as a professional, maybe for the first time. Begin creating your curriculum vitae or professional catalog with the help of a template. I've included the template here, but we'll go over that in a moment. Times have changed. Whether we like it or not, employers and those in our professional network want to find you. Truth is truth. They search for you. They look before and after an interview. So they look at your social media accounts before and after an interview, and many keep tabs once you're hired. If you want to be in private practice as a practitioner, just multiply this by 1,000. A lot of my success and growth has come from me being so transparent and authentic. People want to feel like they are a part of your community, and in a world that is so expansive, this is the way to close it up. Just like this is the way to bring an international community of practitioners together in one place, delivering a unified message. If someone is present on social media and appears to be a real person, they automatically have a leg up on the competition. A strong CV and social media presence can be leveraged to improve your potential and, believe it or not, can drastically change your confidence level. I'm not talking about using social media as a mask. I'm talking about using it to showcase who you are, what you represent to this profession, and what an incredible asset you are to anyone in your professional and personal spheres of influence. At this point, you have already defined your strengths and your vision for the future, so now we're going to help the world see them, and that's how we phase into true leadership. beginning to be authentically transparent and visible to the outward-facing world. So here we have journal prompts. These journal prompts are the directions for this phase. This is what's going to take you step by step through these concepts, all right? The first is, do you keep your social media accounts locked down? If so, would you consider building a Facebook page to showcase yourself professionally in order to offer to employers? If you allow for future employers and those in your professional network to find you, that may open you up for great opportunity. If you don't feel like you want employers to find you, why? Share that in this journal question. Start to analyze your own behaviors. What is stopping you from doing this? I've mentored entrepreneurs for years. I started mentoring entrepreneurs when I started in 2017. I started in 2016. I immediately began being a mentor to other women entrepreneurs in various fields. I didn't begin being a mentor for occupational therapy practitioners in private practice until last year. So when I talk to them, a lot of people are apprehensive about being public on social media for whatever reason. What stops you from building a Facebook business page to represent who you are as an occupational therapist? Build your profile. What stops you from doing that? Are you interested in doing that? That's something to think about. What did you think about the article explaining social media audit checks? Did you know this information prior to reading this article? How has this information impacted your way of thinking as you go forward in your professional career? Go back up, scroll back up, click on the article, and actually read it in its entirety. Then hop back into the Facebook group and share your thoughts. Once you reflect on that article and you consider why or why not you support being more public, I want you to consider updating your LinkedIn account or starting one if you haven't already. What I did was I pulled up that LinkedIn article and I made it a checklist. We're going to go through it and you're going to offer feedback on each area of this article. Read the article provided in this section and check off the steps as you go. Be sure to copy and paste your checklist into the Facebook group and tell us about your experience. Remember that we cannot let go of all of the other collaborative and engagement-oriented skills that we've learned. We have to keep bringing it back to our community. First thing is first, profile picture. In fact, let me see if I can do this. All right, so this is my LinkedIn account. I have not been doing LinkedIn for very long. I really did step up my game this past year when this same principle was taught to me. Especially as a business owner, I need to be able to network with other business owners and other leaders in my field. And so that's why I've stepped up my LinkedIn game. So the first component of these action steps is your profile picture. Make sure that you choose a photo that shows you professionally or shows you personally. There's this whole other school of thought. There's several LinkedIn articles that exist about being more authentic and true with your profile picture. What are these people actually getting if they want to hire you? Does your personality come through? I choose a more professional look. You can choose a more playful look. It's up to you. This is you. This account is representing you personally and professionally, though remember that it's a different platform. It's not Facebook. This is for professionals, all right? So profile picture, why did you choose this profile photo that you did? That is the prompt. So the first element is, why did you choose your profile picture? In order to change your profile picture, you go ahead and click your profile picture. And you can change, edit, choose different frames, okay? Make sure that you go back and you reflect on why you chose that photo. Then you have the background photo. Why did you choose the background photo you did? There's a whole description in the article of what kind of background you want to choose. You want to make sure that it captures the attention of your reader and that it describes you. Who are you? What do you represent? This is me in a nutshell. In order to change it, you press this little pencil. Okay. Headline. This is your headline right here. Owner of multiple outpatient neurological rehab clinics in Buffalo, New York. That represents who I am. When you choose a headline, you want to make sure that it summarizes you and captures your reader's attention. So the reflection is, was it hard for you to come up with a good headline? How did you arrive at the headline you chose? Again, make sure you read that article for more of an explanation. In order to change anything in your profile, you can click the little pencil, name, I put my credentials there, your pronouns, your headlines, your current position. You can add all of your positions. So this is basically a virtual resume. You can add all of your positions here, your industry, all of your educational pursuits, where you are in the world, and so forth and so on. I have a lot of family who have gotten really, really, really strong jobs on LinkedIn. All right, next you have your summary or story. Think about this. In the article, it talks about describing your story, all of the different elements, not just listing all of your accomplishments, but sharing who you are. What makes you you? The reflection is, was this fun for you? Did you tell your story instead of making it a summary of accomplishments? Explain your thoughts of how you arrived at the content you included. And how do you update your story? So in order to add your story, you would scroll down under the About section here and give it a click. And that's mine. Avoid buzzwords like specialized, leadership, focus, strategic, experienced, passionate, expert, creative, innovative, and certified. They know this about you. In your summary, as you're writing this, please do avoid those types of trigger words. They're buzzwords. The reflection is, was it hard to avoid these buzzwords? The next step is growing your network. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to grow your network? You're going to search for people. Start with me. Type in my name. Type in my full name. I'm not going to type in myself because I'm not going to be able to befriend myself, I don't think. But if you click yourself, if you click me, you'll be able to add me to your network. It will say, add Michelle to your network. Say yes and send me a short message explaining who you are and why you're reaching out to me. Same with your peers, your other members of this community. Reach out to them, find them, ask them to be friends, and explain who you are in a short message. All of this is prompting. It prompts you one step at a time. All right. Say I type in, I'm going to type in occupational therapy. So all of these people pop up, you see? I can connect with them. I can say connect, I can click this button, and what will come up is an option to message that person. So go through, find people to connect with. You can look at jobs, search events. All of this is very, very good to get familiar with LinkedIn. Once you have put it out there that you would like to grow your network, I want you to head back to your profile. So click your profile page, view profile. I want you to add your skills. List your relevant skills. All of those strengths that you discovered about yourself, I want you to make sure that you are putting them in your profile. Add profile section, add skills. You can add all of these skills, mentoring, meeting, presentation. Choose other skills that may not be listed. Then, after that, you're going to do some endorsements. So you're all set with your profile, it's looking fly, and now we're going to move on to endorsements. Let me click on Hannah. Hannah is also someone you can connect with. You know Hannah. We're going to scroll down to see if we can't do some endorsements here. There we go. So I've already endorsed her documentation skills. You see how it says endorse versus endorsed? So when you click that, it will naturally prompt you to finish up. Go through all of the people in your community and endorse their skills. It helps to raise awareness for their profile and their professional skill sets. As part of a community, we want to lift up one another and draw attention to these skills so that, number one, we can be visible. We've already learned the importance of making each other visible in collaboration. And number two, it bolsters each other to leadership and success within the occupational therapy profession. If we're all building each other up, naturally, if we're all lifting each other up, then the whole profession will be lifted up as well, right? Okay, so that explains LinkedIn. You can start explaining, you can start sharing content, articles, watching YouTube videos on how to work LinkedIn, but I'm glad that you finally have a profile. I look forward to welcoming you into my network on LinkedIn so that we can become part of the same professional mission. All right, scrolling down. Your last action-oriented goal for this phase is writing your CV. I included a template of the CV that I have that I've submitted to doctors, insurance companies, certifications. This particular CV was designed by somebody in human resources that is in charge of doing all of the hiring for a huge billion-dollar company. So please do keep that in mind, that I'm not just off the cuff making these things up. These are actually templates that I've used in my own professional career that have led me to success. Use the template included in the shared drive to assist you with this process. Simply move step by step throughout the document. When you're finished up, pop into this Facebook group and share your final product. You may benefit from asking someone to review it for you. That's the beauty of this mentorship program. How did it feel to showcase all of your strengths in one professional catalog? Let's just go ahead and give it a click. All right, once it loads, this is very important. Listen to me when I say this. Do not edit this particular screen. Do not edit this particular screen. Pause and realize that you are not the only one who has access to this document. Do not edit this particular document. Go into File, make a copy, and then you can go ahead and save it. So, or download it into a Word document and edit it offline. But if you want to edit it on the drive, that's fine. Just go ahead and put last name, first name, editable. If you do it within the drive, you can ask your peers to pop in and help edit it. Click, and back to work. So now this is your document, your name is on it, and you can feel comfortable working within this particular document. Go through each of these yellow areas are places to put your own information. You'll notice we have personal, professional, affiliations, educational achievements. Just simply highlight and replace occupational therapy, dates, all of it's already formatted for you, okay? You can delete what you need to, modify what you need to, but at least I have everything formatted so that you can go right down and put in all of your experience. A CV is a professional catalog versus a resume. Resumes are short, CVs are expansive. This is to showcase who you are. At some point in your career, you do make the switch from a resume to a curriculum vitae. This shows your evolution. You should always be working to build your CV. Always be having opportunities. Always. It's important to evolve. If you're not swimming upstream, you're being pushed downstream. If you are not building yourself and your professional skills, you are losing them, period. Don't be apathetic. Don't get stagnant. You don't have to be that person. You can grow. You can experience the fullness of life in your personal life, in your professional life. But you got to put in the work. You have a lot to do for this profile section. I am not a stranger to what I'm asking you to do. I'm doing them right along with you. I have taken time to do all of this for myself. So as I seek to better myself, you can follow me. Follow me. I will go before you, cutting down the trees, right, and trying to set you up. But you also have to go through it. I can't do it for you, but I can help you. And that's what I hope you've gotten out of this whole mentorship experience and all of the layers of support. I hope, although you interact with your community members more than you communicate with me, I hope during our engagements you've learned that I care. I care about this profession and each individual that's in this mentorship program. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you are not a number, you are a name. The bot portal is not quantity-based, it's quality-based. I don't just want people coming in and taking off one-off, like printing off one-off treatment plans. I want to encourage you to grow and be stronger in your skill set. I don't want you to mimic me. I want you to do better than me. I would love nothing more than to have all of you rise above me. Be better than me. Do better. Be better. Lead better. Know the information better. This is just one step in your journey. I cannot wait to look at all of your LinkedIn profiles. I can't wait to review your CVs. You are going to feel so much more confident after you are done building your outward-facing representation. I'll see you in our final phase of stage 4.